classroom smell, the hallway smell. I'm like, Bryce, what the fuck did you do?
Shit never is as bad as it seems. Fuck a lifespan, this is just one long dream.
How's it going, everyone? It's your man, Lost Disciple, the voice box of the fucking underground of YouTube. We're rolling without webcam for this video. So, because I was thinking, I was like, maybe I don't want to overdo it a little bit. But if you prefer the webcams on story times and stuff, let me know. And every now and then I might use it. But for the sake of old time's sake, we're going to just have it off for today. So for today's story, we're going to chop it up about this kid named, we used to have him eat a bunch of nasty shit back in middle school. Now, I don't know about you guys, but like my middle school experience was pretty fucking crazy. We used to just do a bunch of ignorant shit, whether it was like after school or even during school, especially during lunch. Like, I was one of those groups that was like the loudest in the fucking cafeteria because we were just sitting there mixing up our lunches and making up and like conjuring up a bunch of nasty shit and having like the bravest bunch at the table sit there and see if they can just stomach that shit. And there was just always this one kid that was he just ate fucking anything. His name was Bryce. This dude could stomach the most vile shit on the fucking planet, let me tell you. So, the story's in 8th grade, and we used to get locker breaks. So my middle school, we had lockers, which is strange because in high school we didn't use lockers anymore. But in middle school, like, maybe this was everybody's middle school, but there was that weird phase where they just made everybody use lockers and shit. You had like a 5-minute locker break to hurry up in between classes to go to the locker and then go to the next class. So we used to like to prank our teachers and shit. So not like necessarily to prank the teachers. We just used to just do like, I don't know. I guess that's kind of it. Like, it's kind of like some raunchy shit. So like we had this juice, right? And we had this juice for at least like 6 months. This was a very, very old juice. It was like a grape. It was either grape juice or pineapple juice. The one that you get in a carton. And the carton was like all brown at the bottom. And like the juice had like green shit floating in it. It was nasty. And we had the juice so we could, because we had a locker, right? So me and my friends, like we had a couple lockers where we would share, and we had one locker was a spare locker where like nobody used it because everybody else's locker was like with other shit. So sometimes you put our gym clothes in it or something. But other times we'd like use it like for this occasion to put that nasty ass juice to store it in there so we could use it for our plan. So the plan was to put it in I believe it was our math teacher's room? It was either our math teacher's room or our English teacher's room in the heater. So like when it heats, the heater heats up, it would stink up the fucking class. So like, and during the locker break, right, my friend Bryce is about to go into English class. Either it was English for that class or math class, but he's about to go to class. And I'm like, yo, Bryce, I'm like, here's the juice. Like, put it in the heater so like it heats up, blah, blah, blah. He's like, okay. Now, this is during homeroom because he had her as homeroom. My apologies. So he goes, and on the next class, for the next locker break, I go and see him like, yo, Bryce, did you do what I told you? He's like, yeah, I drank it. And I was like, wait, what? And he was like, I drank it. And I was like, why the fuck would you drink that? And like, he was like, I thought you told me to drink it. I said, nigga, no. I was like, that shit was like 6 months old. I wanted you to put it in the fucking heater. And he's like, and we start laughing. He's like, oh, I thought you wanted me to drink it, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I don't know why he would think. Why would you, like, usually we have him eat nasty shit at the table so we can all see it and laugh. So why the fact that he had the audacity to drink that shit in private, like, Bryce, come on, bro. Like, that's disgusting. So, like, to make up for it, he had this milk that he saved from lunch. I believe it was a chocolate. I think it was a chocolate milk. That shit was. It was the yellow carton. Like, all right, you know how there was the blue carton of milk and the yellow carton of milk? It was the yellow carton of milk, and he had saved it. It was for like 2 months. Oh my gosh! And no, he didn't even tell us that he did it. He just surprised us with it, and he brought it. Oh. It was at the end of the day for dismissal, and he had it in the locker, and he showed me. He's like, look. I was like, what is that? He's like, I've been saving it for 2 months. It's to save up for when I drink that juice. And I was like, nigga, you've been saving the milk this whole time? And I just started laughing. I was like, sorry. He was like, we're gonna put it in the heater, right? He's like, yup. So he puts it in his fucking backpack. Oh my gosh. He goes into class. He said he put his backpack on the desk and it fucking exploded from the pressure of the books on top of it. I'm like, bro, why would you put that at the bottom of your bag? So he gets out because we were on the same bus, and I'm like, I get next to him. I'm like, oh, Bryce, what's that smell? That shit, because it smelled so fucking bad. Like the whole classroom smelled, the hallway smelled. I'm like, Bryce, what the fuck did you do? And he's like, it exploded. And at the bottom of his bag, it was all like wet. That nasty, chunky ass milk. Ew, bro. That shit was so nasty. So we get on the bus, right? And the second we get on the bus, and I don't know why I sat next to this nigga, bro. The whole bus felt like spoiled. Like, it was the nastiest. Like, I didn't like when. You know, it's not like spoiled milk that you have in your room for like a week. I'm talking like this is old ass. Like, it's the worst smell I think I've ever. One of the worst smells I've ever experienced on the planet. And we're just sitting there, and everybody's like, "Ew, what's that smell?" And I'm just cracking the fuck up, and Bryce is so embarrassed. And the bus driver's like, "Who? No, really? Who is that? Who did that?" And then Bryce is like, it's my bag. Milk exploded in it. And everybody just started laughing, bruh. Then he was like, listen, you got to take that bag off the bus. So they really made Bryce take all his stuff and put it in a grocery bag. And he threw his bag off the bus. That shit smelled so fucking bad. Moral of the story is, if you're going to prank your teachers with milk and you go to do and execute the plan, never ever put the liquid at the bottom of the bag. Or first of all, just don't rely on Bryce to do some shit like that again. My name is Lost Disciple, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.
Color television, fan on the ceiling, abstract art on the walls, living different. 1989, talking on the phone, wind blowing hard, all the windows closed. Turquoise sheets, pink pillows, Motel 6, that's room 24. Meet you in the morning, meet me here tonight. Vibrating bed, gotta say it alright. Black marble sink, gold in the faucets, fresh bar soap, many shampoo bottles. Playing some Atari, she blowing on my cartridge. Room service knocking, I can hear him at the door. Do not disturb.